Top 10 haunted places in the Philippines. The Philippines is known for its rich history, diverse culture, and breathtaking landscapes. But it's also home to a number of haunted places that have captivated the imagination of locals and visitors alike. These locations are often associated with eerie tales, ghostly encounters, and mysterious occurrences. Here are a few haunted places in the Philippines. 1. Diplomat Hotel. Whispers of the past. The enigmatic haunting of Diplomat Hotel. High in the cool, misty hills of Baguio, Philippines. An imposing structure known as the Diplomat Hotel. One of the most haunted places in the Philippines stands frozen in time. What was once a grand destination for relaxation has transformed into a realm where the boundaries between the living and the spectral blur. The Diplomat Hotel's haunted history has etched its mark on the collective consciousness, igniting both fascination and trepidation among those who hear its tale. Constructed in the late 1910s, the Diplomat Hotel was initially a restful retreat for Dominican friars. As the years passed, it morphed into a school and, ultimately, a hotel. Yet, the tranquil ambience of the surrounding mountains couldn't mask the turbulent events that would unravel within its walls. World War II cast its ominous shadow over the Diplomat Hotel. During the Japanese occupation, the hotel became a refuge for many, but it also turned into a house of suffering. The occupying forces unleashed unimaginable horrors upon the occupants, with reports of brutal executions and unspeakable acts of violence. These dark chapters have left an indelible imprint on the Diplomat Hotel. It's said that the tortured souls of those who perished still linger in its hallways, unable to find solace. Guests and visitors have recounted tales of inexplicable cold spots, shadowy figures that vanish into thin air, and whispers that brush against the edges of comprehension. Even the bravest souls find their courage tested as they navigate the eerie corridors and crumbling rooms. Perhaps most haunting of all is the hotel's decaying chapel. Once a place of reverence, it now evokes an air of desolation and lingering sorrow. It's here that the supernatural activity seems to peak. Phantom footsteps echo in the silence, and disembodied voices with tales of pain and despair into the air. As night falls and mist drifts through the hotel's forsaken corridors, the Diplomat Hotel seems to awaken from its slumber, with memories of the past merging with the present. Its history is a tapestry of love and loss, resilience and torment, making it a magnet for those drawn to the enigmatic world of the paranormal. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the Diplomat Hotel's eerie presence cannot be ignored. It stands as a testament to the fragility of time and the lingering scars of history. As you gaze upon its weathered facade, know that the stories of the past continue to whisper through its halls, beckoning you to explore a realm where reality and the supernatural entwine in a dance of darkness and light. 2. Fort Santiago. Echoes of suffering. The haunted secrets of Fort Santiago. Nestled within the heart of historic Manila, the imposing walls of Fort Santiago, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, stand as silent witnesses to centuries of Philippine history. While the fort's exterior exudes an aura of strength and resilience, the depths of its dungeons conceal a darker, more sinister secret. A secret that has given rise to chilling tales of paranormal activity that continue to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to explore its depths. Constructed during the Spanish colonial era, Fort Santiago was both a stronghold and a prison, a place where the lives of countless souls intersected in a maelstrom of suffering. The dungeons, dank and suffocating were the last places many saw before meeting their grim fates, as the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the cobblestone pathways. A hushed atmosphere descends upon Fort Santiago. Visitors have reported eerie whispers in the wind, carrying fragments of conversations from long-forgotten days. The clinking of chains and faint cries for mercy seem to resonate from the dungeons, as if the spirits of the past are reaching out to tell their tales of woe. One of the most spine-chilling accounts revolves around a lone sentinel that is said to patrol the bastion's walls, dressed in the uniform of a Spanish soldier. The spectral guardian roams the perimeter as if eternally bound to his duty, watching for threats that will never come. It is as if time itself has twisted and trapped his restless soul within the confines of his former post. Visitors who dare to enter the dungeons have reported sudden drops in temperature, accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread. Apparitions of shadowy figures have been glimpsed in the corners of the eye, disappearing as soon as they're noticed. It's as if the tortured souls that once languished here are still imprisoned in a spectral limbo, forever trapped in the nightmares of the past. Fort Santiago's haunted reputation serves as a poignant reminder of the layers of history that have shaped the Philippines. The fort's stones bear witness to moments of both valor and suffering, and it seems that these memories are woven into the very fabric of its existence. As night falls and the air grows heavy with the weight of history, one cannot help but wonder if the echoes of the past truly do linger among the fort's shadowy corridors. 3. Manila Film Center. Immortal Reels. The lingering secret of Manila Film Center. Within the heart of Manila lies the Manila Film Center. One of the most haunted places in the Philippines. A structure that holds not only the echoes of cinematic dreams, but also a haunting tale that has captivated the curious and the brave. Built to house an international film festival in the 1980s, this iconic venue bears witness to a chilling incident that forever blurred the lines between reality and the supernatural. As the countdown to the grand festival continued, tragedy struck in the form of a construction mishap. A portion of the building collapsed, entombing a crew of workers beneath tons of concrete and debris. In the frenzied rush to complete the construction on time, the bodies were left buried beneath the very stage where future silver screen stories were meant to unfold. The show, however, must go on, and so it did. The festival went ahead despite the calamity that had transpired, but the ghosts of the past seemed to have a different plan. Reports soon began to emerge of unsettling occurrences within the Manila Film Center. Strange noises echoing through the hallways, inexplicable cold drafts, and eerie apparitions lurking in the corners of vision. Those who ventured backstage late at night often spoke of ghostly figures donned in construction gear, forever entwined with the tragedy that claimed their lives. The aura of unfinished business pervades the air, as if the souls of the workers are still striving to complete the task they had set out to do. The Manila Film Center's spectral reputation grew with each passing year, and it wasn't long before it became a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts and thrill-seekers. The energy of the tragedy is said to manifest during the witching hour, where whispers of the past reverberate within the cavernous halls. Some even claim to have captured shadowy figures and strange anomalies in their photographs, despite the passage of time. The mystery of the Manila Film Center endures, a tapestry woven with the threads of ambition, tragedy, and the unexplainable. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's an undeniable sense of unease that envelops this once celebrated venue. As you gaze upon its facade, you can't help but wonder if the souls lost in its construction continue to seek solace. 4. Le Peril Mansion. Le Peril Mansion, where history and hauntings converge. Nest among the whispering pines of Baguio, Philippines. The La Peril Mansion, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, stands as a testament to the grandeur of and the lingering specters that have woven their stories into its very walls. Once a symbol of opulence and refinement, This stately mansion now embraces an eerie reputation as one of the most haunted places in the region. Built in the 1930s, the Laperle mansion was the abode of the prominent Laperle family. As the years unfolded, so did a series of tragedies and misfortunes that have forever stained its legacy. During World War II, the mansion bore witness to the ravages of conflict, and it's said that it served as a refuge for countless souls seeking shelter from the turmoil. As history would have it, the mansion's past is etched in sorrow and secrets. Whispers of unrequited love, betrayal, and unresolved disputes resonate through the chambers, painting a picture of lives that were anything but serene. The weight of these unresolved emotions seems to have imprinted itself onto the very fabric of the mansion. Eerie occurrences have become synonymous with the Laperle mansion. Witnesses have reported doors creaking open and closing on their own, disembodied whispers carried on the wind, and phantom footsteps echoing through empty corridors. A sense of being watched intently and often malevolently hangs heavy in the air, raising goosebumps on the skin of those who dare to enter. One of the most chilling stories revolves around a particular room where a young girl is said to have met a tragic end. Visitors have shared accounts of sudden drops in temperature, objects moving of their own accord, and an overwhelming sense of sadness that seems to envelop the room like a shroud. The Laperle mansion's haunted reputation has only grown with time, drawing paranormal investigators and thrill seekers from far and wide. While skeptics may dismiss the tales as mere imagination, there's an undeniable sense of unease that seeps through its history-rich walls. The mansion serves as a reminder that the echoes of the past are never truly silenced. They linger, morphing into whispers and shadows that dance on the periphery of reality. As the sun sets and the Baguio mist cloaks the mansion, it's easy to feel the weight of history's gaze upon you. The Laperle mansion isn't just a place, it's a portal to a world where the past refuses to be forgotten, and the stories of those who once called it home continue to echo, beckoning you to unravel the enigmatic threads of its haunting tapestry. 5. Bahay na Pula, San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Bahay na Pula, unveiling the chilling secrets of San Ildefonso's Crimson House. In the quiet town of San Ildefonso, Bulacan, the sun casts long shadows that seem to whisper secrets to the wind. Amidst the pastoral landscape stands the ominous Bahay na Pula, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines. A crimson house that has become shrouded in mystery and spine-tingling tales, with its blood-red hue and a history that has darkened its walls. This house has earned a reputation as one of the most haunted places in the Philippines. The Bahay na Pula, translating to Red House, is an old ancestral home that dates back to the Spanish colonial era. What was once a symbol of grandeur and elegance has transformed into a symbol of dread and unease. The house witnessed the atrocities of the Philippine Revolution against Spanish rule, and its walls are said to have absorbed the pain and suffering that unfolded within its chambers. Here are a few chilling facts and tales about the Bahay na Pula. The blood-red color, the crimson hue of the house, isn't just a choice of paint, it's a reflection of its dark history. The red is believed to represent the bloodshed and violence that occurred during the Revolution. It's said that the walls almost exude an eerie warmth, as if retaining the heat of the past. Supernatural occurrences. Locals and visitors alike have reported unsettling experiences at the Bahay na Pula. Apparitions of shadowy figures and ghostly lights have been sighted, and the air often carries an otherworldly chill. Disembodied whispers and the feeling of being watched are common occurrences within its confines. Unseen presence. A particularly chilling tale involves a local caretaker who claimed to have witnessed an unseen presence moving through the halls. The caretaker recounted feeling a cold hand touching their shoulder, only to turn around and find no one there. The haunting tapestry. The house itself seems to be etched with an aura of darkness. Stains on the walls have been interpreted as unsettling images. A face, a hand, giving rise to speculation about the lingering spirits that may have left their mark. Ghostly residents. Some accounts suggest that the house is haunted by the spirits of revolutionaries who met their end within its walls. It's said that their restless souls continue to seek justice or find solace in the afterlife. Photographic anomalies. Paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors have captured photographs with inexplicable orbs and strange light anomalies, further fueling the legend of the Bahay na Pulas, supernatural presence, as the sun dips below the horizon, casting an eerie glow upon. The Crimson House. One cannot help but feel the weight of its history. The Bahay na Pula is more than just an old structure. It's a repository of untold stories and unspoken anguish. Sikh San Lambusan, Public Cemetery, San Remigio, Cebu, where restless spirits wander in San Remigio. Cebu. In the peaceful town of San Remigio, a place exists where the boundary between the living and the dead blurs into a chilling realm of the unknown. The Lambusan Public Cemetery, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines. Amidst the tropical tranquility and rustling palm trees, this cemetery harbors a history steeped in tragedy and a reputation for ghostly encounters that send shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical visitors. Here, the moon casts an eerie glow upon the tombstones, and the rustling leaves seem to whisper secrets that only the night can hear. The Lambusan Public Cemetery is more than a resting place for the departed. It's a portal where the past and the supernatural converge. Chilling stories and encounters. Mysterious footsteps. Locals and visitors have reported hearing inexplicable footsteps echoing among the tombstones, often vanishing as suddenly as they appear. These phantom footsteps are a reminder that the deceased might not rest in peace as expected. Apparitions among the graves. Witnesses claim to have seen shadowy figures moving between the graves, their forms flickering in the moonlight. Some describe encounters with translucent apparitions that vanish as soon as they're noticed, leaving behind an unsettling feeling. Cries in the night. In the stillness of the night, the air is said to carry distant whispers and faint cries. It's as if the spirits of the departed are still mourning their earthly lives or seeking solace from those who visit. Cold spots and unexplained phenomena. Visitors have reported sudden drops in temperature, even on warm nights. These cold spots are often accompanied by a sensation of being watched, as if unseen eyes are following every move. Photographic anomalies. People who venture to capture the cemetery's haunting ambience through photographs have sometimes captured unexplained orbs and mist-like formations. These anomalies further fuel the belief that the spirits of the departed are trying to make their presence known. A portal to the past colon. Busan. Public cemetery is more than just a final resting place. It's a place where the past refuses to fade away. The spirits of those who once lived in San Remigio seem to linger, forever tied to the place they once called home. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, there's a sense of otherworldly energy that permeates the air, and the stories that have been whispered through generations continue to echo through the tombstones. As night falls over the Lambusan Public Cemetery, the boundary between the realms of the living and the dead becomes fragile. And the shadows seem to take on a life of their own. The cemetery stands as a reminder that the veil between the two worlds is thin, and the echoes of history and tragedy resonates through the very soil upon which it rests. 7. Belit Drive, where darkness, where mysteries in the night. In the heart of a moonlit night, the atmosphere along Belly Drive, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, takes on an eerie quality. As if the very air is charged with the whispers of stories that refuse to fade. Belly Drive is a place that harbors an enigmatic reputation. A reputation that leaves those who tread its path with a lingering sense of unease. Obscured by shadows, Colon. Dots. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting elongated shadows along the road, Belly Drive undergoes a transformation. The streetlights flicker with an almost ghostly glow, and the buildings seem to huddle together, as if seeking protection from the secrets that the darkness might reveal. Whispers in the wind, Colon. Those who have walked Belly Drive at night speak of. Whispers that drift through the air, carrying fragments of conversations that sound as though they belong to another time. Soft and insistent, these murmurs suggest that the past is never truly forgotten in this place. Spectral apparitions. There are those who claim to have glimpsed figures that move silently and fleetingly. These apparitions, barely discernible and shrouded in mystery, cast a haunting aura over the already dimly lit street. Lingering emotions. It's said that Belly Drive carries an atmosphere thick with emotions that have soaked into the very pavement over the years. The feelings of joy, sorrow, and everything in between seem to linger, creating an intangible connection to the people who have walked this path before. Photographic enigmas. Colon. Photographs taken on Belly Drive have been known to reveal unexpected anomalies, strange lights, unexplainable shadows, and ghostly images. These photographic enigmas further fuel the notion that there's more to this street than meets the eye. A portal to the past. Calon. Belete. Drive is more than just a street. It's a portal to another dimension, where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blur. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the stories of this place cling to the air, whispering that the past is alive, and the echoes of history linger, waiting to be heard. As the night deepens and the moon casts its silver glow, the mysteries of Belete Drive remain entwined with the darkness that conceals them. Those who walk its path might find themselves drawn into the tapestry of its secrets, a journey that leaves them forever touched by the unexplainable. 8. Malacagang Palace, where history hides haunting secrets. Standing as an imposing icon amidst the bustling city of Manila, the Malacagang Palace, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, exudes an air of power and elegance. Yet, beneath the grandeur lies a complex tapestry of history. Stories that intertwine with whispers of the supernatural, creating an aura of mystery that few can deny. Shadowy figures in halls of power. Colon. The corridors of the Malacagang Palace have witnessed the rise and fall of leaders, the shaping of policies, and the unfolding of national events. Some claim that within these corridors, shadowy figures move, their forms elusive yet undeniable, a reminder of the lives that once walked these very paths. Eerie echoes of history. Colon. From the elegant reception rooms to the private chambers, the palace resonates with echoes of history. Visitors have reported hearing faint footsteps, the rustling of fabric, and even distant voices that seem to speak of long-forgotten matters. The ghostly guest of Calian Hall Calon, one of the most famous dailies, revolves around Calian Hall. As the official residence of the president, it's said to host an otherworldly guest, a white lady who roams the hallways, dressed in a flowing white gown. She's believed to be a remnant of the past, leaving a sense of unease in her wake. The piano that plays alone, Cologne... A particular piano within the Malakagang Palace is rumored to play by itself during the late hours of the night. Melodies drift through the air, captivating those who hear them, even though no one is seated at the instrument. Supernatural meetings in Memento's room, The Memento's room, filled with relics and keepsakes of the Philippines. History is said to be a gathering place for spirits. Some stories tell of the objects coming to life, as if the figures they represent are drawn to them, reliving their memories in the realm of the living. A palace of secrets, Cologne... Beneath the facade of political power and national desire, Malakagang Palace holds secrets that time has yet to fully reveal. The palace's walls may not only bear witness to pivotal moments in the nation's story, but they also seem to hold the imprints of lives that have long since passed. As the sun sets and the palace lights cast long shadows, the Malakagang Palace comes alive in a different way. With the echoes of the past mingling with the present, whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's a certain energy that pervades the atmosphere. A reminder that history is more than just events. It's a living, breathing entity that continues to unfold in the most unexpected ways. 9. Black Airbase Hospital Angeles, Pampanga. Echoes of ailments and apparitions. The haunting mysteries of Clark Air Base Hospital... Amid the sprawling grounds of Clark Air Base, one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, a place stands as a testament to the past. A place where the boundary between the living and the spectral becomes blurred. The Clark Air Base Hospital, once a hub of medical activity, now harbors a reputation for eerie encounters that send shivers down the spine of those who dare to explore its abandoned corridors. A time capsule of medical history, Cologne... The hospital's walls have borne witness 2 decades of medical care, treating ailments and mending wounds of both soldiers and civilians. However, within its aged halls, the whispers of suffering, healing, and lives lost seem to reverberate, creating an atmosphere that's as enigmatic as it is unsettling. Phantom footsteps and whispers, Cologne... Visitors who have ventured into the abandoned Clark Air Base Hospital recount tales of phantom footsteps echoing in the silence. Whispers linger in the air, as if the memories of doctors, nurses, and patients remain trapped within the confines of the decaying building. Apparitions in the shadows. Cologne... The dimly lit hallways are rumored to host shadowy figures that flit at the edge of sight. These apparitions, some recount, are glimpses into the past presences that seem to linger, lost between their final moments and the realm of the living. The haunted operating room, Cologne... One of the most chilling stories revolves around the hospitals. Operating room. Those who have dared to enter claim to have felt an inexplicable heaviness in the air, as if the room itself remembers the life-or-death decisions made within its walls. Chilly touches and unseen fingers. Cologne... Gold spots that seemingly come from nowhere, and fleeting sensations of a touch that isn't quite human have been reported by many. It's as if the hospital's former inhabitants reach out from beyond, trying to bridge the gap between their world and ours. A convergence of realms. Cologne... The Clark Air Base Hospital is more than a relic. It's a portal to the past. It's a place where history and the supernatural seem to coalesce. Where the echoes of suffering and healing intertwine with the shadows that linger. As the sun sets and the air grows cooler, the Clark Air Base Hospital takes on a life of its own. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the stories of this place beckon, inviting you to step into a world where time stands still and the past refuses to fade. A world where the boundary between the living and the dead blurs into an enigmatic realm of the unknown. 10. University of the Philippines, Los Barras. Whispers in the moonlit grove, unraveling the haunted mysteries of UPLB. Nestled amidst the tranquil beauty of nature. The University of the Philippines, Los Barras UP. One of the most haunted places in the Philippines. Holds more than just academic knowledge within its campus. Beneath the veneer of scholarly pursuits and picturesque landscapes, there's an eerie undertone that whispers of forgotten tales and lingering spirits. As the evening sun sets behind the iconic McKelling Mountain, a different aura envelops the campus. The pathways, usually bustling with students, take on a new, haunting dimension. Tales of ghostly apparitions have been shared in hushed tones among students, adding an air of mystique to the institution. The sprawling expanse of trees that once sheltered the campus from the outside world becomes a realm of uncertainty after dark. The moonlight filters through the leaves, casting elongated shadows that seem to sway in an unnatural rhythm. Whispers of long-lost conversations drift through the air, as if the very essence of the past still lingers. One of the most infamous spots is the Baker Hall, a historic building that harbors stories of unexplained footsteps echoing through empty corridors and doors that open on their own accord. Students recount tales of encountering an otherworldly presence while burning the midnight oil. The sensation of being watched, causing their hairs to stand on end. The sprawling Freedom Park, often a hub of activity during the day, transforms into a haunting tableau after nightfall. The old acacia trees cast intricate patterns of shadows that dance eerily across the ground. It's said that the melancholic strains of violin music can be heard drifting from the distance. Serenade from a musician who met an untimely end. Even the serene agricultural and forestry areas are not exempt from the whispers of the unknown. The rustling of leaves takes on a spectral quality, and the wind carries traces, of forgotten conversations between students from generations past. UPLB, with its history dating back to the early 20th century, is a tapestry woven with both academic accomplishments and spectral enigmas. It's a place where the past intertwines with the present, and where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. As the sun sets and the moon rises. So, if you ever find yourself walking the paths of UPLB after twilight, be prepared to feel the weight of history pressing against your shoulders. The stories of phantoms and whispers that resonate within these grounds serve as a reminder that even the pursuit of knowledge